Welcome and thank you for joining us for this DOCUTRACK webinar. Today we plan to explain what the DOCUTRACK app is, review the benefits of the program, and show you how to get started. So first let's start off with what is DOCUTRACK. DOCUTRACK is a quality system designed to take dealer profits, performance, and protection to the next level. The ADA worked with manufacturers to develop the critical installation points and inspection points for each type of product. We reviewed the industry guidelines and the best practices. We reviewed the ADA risk management manual and looked at years of loss run data and incorporated all of this information into the DOCUTRACK app. So how does it work? DOCUTRACK receives information from your CRM, which eliminates duplication of entry. If you're not using a CRM, DOCUTRACK makes it very easy to enter that information with smart search and intuitive entry. We utilize mobile technology to put the critical installation information in the hands of the technician. The app documents exactly what was done at the point of installation. It standardizes the inspection procedures and many other procedures within the dealership. It also performs a lot of administrative functions automatically, saving you time and money. It allows management to access to every detail of every installation, whether it's still in the shop or not. The key benefit to DOCUTRACK is quality. It increases the quality of installations, but it also provides dealers protection against false claims. So now you can show exactly what was done at the point of installation. It streamlines a lot of the work and administrative processes, saving dealers time and money. It serves as an information database for technicians, provides audit capabilities for management. It delivers a training platform for service and also acts as a sales tool for customers. So let's take a look at what it is. It's a web-based server that receives information from your CRM and pushes it to a tablet that is used by the technicians in the shop. With your subscription, you will receive a tablet pre-provisioned with everything needed to begin the process. It'll also have a protective case, a signature pad, and all your startup services. Basically, you just select the app. It allows the technician to log in. The tablet is secured with individual logins for each user. And upon login, it takes you directly to the dashboard. Now this dashboard walks you through the installation process. We eliminate most data entry with smart search features like the VIN lookup. By selecting the camera, it pulls up the scanner, allows you to scan the VIN, and jump right to the particular job with no entry of data. The smart search also allows you to type a couple letters into each box, and it will pull up all of the VIN numbers that have those letters and or numbers in them. The technician then simply selects the VIN that he wants to work on, and it opens that job. So very easy to move through the jobs and pull up information. By just clicking in one of the boxes, it opens up a list of jobs that are available. Select the job and it takes you directly to that job. Let's first review the dashboard. The dashboard takes you through each step in the installation process, from the intake of the vehicle to weighing the vehicle, documenting the installations, and performing the secondary inspections. Let's start off with the vehicle intake. We're going to select a job. It opens up a list of pictures to be taken for that vehicle, and you can scroll through for additional pictures as well. All you need to do is select the camera. It opens up the camera, select picture. It stores that picture in that, turns it green, and allows you to take the next picture. So now you can go through and document the exact condition of that vehicle when it was received. You can continue on and take whatever pictures are necessary for that particular product. The app also allows you the opportunity to add additional photos that may not be listed in the app. This Add a Photo button at the bottom, by touching that, opens up a screen to put in any type of special situation that you want to document. The app is also designed with talk to text. So instead of having to type the information in, you can click on the button. It allows you to speak the information right in, turns it to text, adds it in, allows you to take the picture of a specific situation and add that to the documentation. So now the condition of that vehicle is properly documented when it comes into your shop. Jumping back to the dashboard, we can move on to the next stage, which is weighing the vehicle. By selecting weight analysis, it opens up the weight screen that allows you to document the four-corner scale weight of that vehicle. You can scroll down and put additional information in, like seating positions, the amount of fuel that's in the vehicle, the gross vehicle weight rating, fuel capacity. Some of these will pull from the VIN number if they are available. If not, they can easily be entered. The system will perform all of the weight calculations required. It'll let the technician know when a new tire placard is available. It'll also warn them if the vehicle does not have the appropriate weight capacity, so they can stop with the installation and review the issue with the service manager. But again, it eliminates an overweight vehicle from going out into the market. The most critical part of the app is documenting the installations. By selecting installations to document, the app will open up to the list of critical installation points for that particular product. The top of the app will show the customer information and the vehicle information. The app will list all of the critical installation points. It will also provide a sample photo of each of those. If the technician wanted to take a better look at that photo, just by clicking on the photo, it opens up that picture full size. It allows them then to jump right back in, know exactly how that should look, and what type of a picture they need to take. Just like the vehicle intake, they just select that line, take the picture, it loads that picture into the system. It also lets you know the technician, the initials of the technician who installed that product, puts a check mark on, and lets you know that one is complete. You would then go on to the next critical installation point, select that, take the picture, and it loads that picture in the app. If there is a special situation that the technician wants to document, it allows them to add a new step, the same way we did with the vehicle intake. All the information the technician needs to do a proper install is available right at their fingertips. If wiring schematics or installation instructions are available from the manufacturer online, there will be a link here taking the technician directly to those. If there's a technical service bulletin out on that particular product, there will be a link at the top of the document that takes them right to that TSB. So again, everything they need to know is right there at the tip of their fingertips. All pictures are required before moving on through this installation. As you notice down at the bottom, this installation complete button is grayed out because not all the pictures are taken. Once all of these pictures are taken, this lights up and it allows that technician to complete that installation. This confirms that each of these critical installation points are both met and documented. Once they are documented, that installation is complete, it jumps the technician right back to the dashboard and allows for the secondary inspection. Now a second tech can inspect that product. They would select that, open the job. The app will then walk the technician through that secondary inspection and make sure, again, all of the critical points are addressed. In this case, they would read the inspection point, confirm that it's correct, and just select that line item. Go to the next one, select it, and continue on to make sure each point was inspected. And again, just like before, until all of these are completed, this inspection complete button will not light up. It confirms that the technician went through all of the different steps. Once they are completed, they can select inspection complete, and it jumps them right back to the tablet dashboard. So now that job is complete and all of that information is now transferred up to the website. And on the website, the dashboard will provide all the information for a service manager to track what is happening in the shop. Not only does it track the status of what's happening in the shop, but it provides warnings for that dealership up top. The system automatically tracks your labels and will let you know if you're running low on labels. It'll let you know if your report is due at the end of the month and if you have not yet filed your label report for the month. It will also keep track of certifications. You can enter the technician certifications and the dates of those expirations, and the system will warn you 6 months, 3 months, and upon expiration, so you can make sure all of your technicians are certified for the products they need to be certified for. At the bottom is a list of the open jobs, which shows you the status of each of the jobs that you have in the shop. By selecting job detail, it will bring up the detail for that particular job. It also allows you to put in information, if it did not pull from the CRM, that will be necessary for all of your forms that need to be filled out, such as the make and operative form, the vehicle delivery receipt, and the vehicle weight rating form. The system will automatically populate that based on the information that was put in and allows you to print that out directly for the customer. We talked about the vehicle intake photos before. The system allows you to print out a list of the photos that were taken of that consumer's vehicle to be able to print it and hand it to the customer or keep it for your own information. It also fills out other important forms like the make and operative, the vehicle delivery receipt, and the weight form. It allows you to make any necessary changes, but it pulls in the information automatically to make it simple to complete those forms. You have the option of printing the documents for the customer to sign or signing electronically. By signing electronically, it opens up a box that allows the customer to sign and stores that signature in with that form. Creates a time and date stamp as to when that happened, but also puts a data file in behind the scenes that makes that signature a legally binding signature. It is not just an image. So it protects the dealership and provides the proper documentation that you need. If you elected to print the forms manually and have them signed by the customer, or were delivering a vehicle remotely and needed to have the forms printed and signed by the customer out there, the system allows you to upload those printed forms so you keep them with the job electronically stored. You have the capability also of uploading other documents, such as a driver's license, a evaluation, training certificates, anything you need to keep with that job. You can keep it electronically and store that by uploading whatever documentation you might need. When you're done, you can either email or print those documents for the customer. Selecting email opens up the email automatically, pulls the email address from the system. By selecting OK, those documents now get sent directly to that customer without ever having to print anything at the shop. If you prefer, you can print it out and have a hard copy either for yourself or for the customer, but it's all stored electronically. All the weight information that we entered on the tablet is also available online. It also lets you know if there's a change in capacity where a tire placard is required and what the remaining weight capacity is for that vehicle. It uses that documentation to fill out the appropriate forms. At any point, you have the capability to pull up jobs that are finished and look at the photos that were taken of that job. This report will show the critical installation point and the actual photo that was taken, who it is that installed that, and the date it was installed. At any point, by clicking on one of those photos, it opens it up full size so you can see the details of that particular photo. You can also print a report with all of those photos. This becomes a tremendous training tool for the technicians, where a service manager can sit down with a technician with a job, showing exactly what was done on each of these points, and review what was done right, but also what can also be improved. This report and each of the photos are also available if ever needed to prove what was done on installation in any type of a legal situation. Same with the inspection points. It lists out the inspection points and who the technician was that inspected that vehicle and the date of the inspection. DOCUTRAK tracks your monthly label reports, and with 2 clicks of a button, you can easily create all of your month-end reports. Both the label use log, the summary form, and each of the individual Nemita label reports that are required for that month. It then submits all those reports automatically with the click of a button. DOCUTRAK provides a database of all photos of each critical installation points from all dealers across the country. Now, this information is scrubbed of all dealer information, it's scrubbed of all customer information, but it shows the critical installation points and the photos for each of those points. This comes in tremendously handy when a technician is working on a product that they haven't installed before, or maybe one that they haven't installed on this particular vehicle. And sometimes there may be issues that come up and they don't know where to turn and they feel like they're on an island out there. DOCUTRAK allows them to look at what other people have done in those situations. That can be pulled up by manufacturer, by part number. It'll show all of the different critical installation points from that. By selecting one of those critical installation points, it will show you all of the pictures for each of the different products. You can then filter or sort by a particular year, make, model, lowered floor, manufacturer, and simply select the photo to see how it was done by someone else. They can print that off, take that back into the shop, and be able to do the installation and complete it correctly. They now have a database to go to see how other people have been doing it, to make sure they do it the right way and get their questions answered immediately. If they do have questions with the app, we have a support center that is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday Eastern Time. Also open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturdays. So there's someone there to help walk through the process at any point. So let's talk a little bit about the benefits we spoke of in the beginning. Number one, we said it increases the quality of installations. This app ties the technicians directly to their work. The critical installation points are reviewed on every installation. So when a technician needs to take a picture of a wiring that went through a firewall that's supposed to have a grommet on it, and they're taking a picture of that grommet and that grommet is not there, this app allows them to stop, make sure they fix it, take the picture, and that short that would have happened or the fire that could potentially have happened from that now never happens. We make sure that each of those critical installation points are addressed up front. The technical service bulletins are right there at the point of installation. And there's information at the fingertips of the technician, everything they need to install it properly. The app standardizes the inspection points for each job. Different people inspect and look at different things, and that's fine. But we want to make sure the critical points are covered on each one. And we standardize the weight analysis. In our review and our discussions with different shops, we found the weight calculations were addressed a little differently from shop to shop. This again makes sure it's done right with no mistakes. The app does all the work for you. It provides protection against false claims. By catching an issue prior to delivery, and that's the most important part, the dealer potentially eliminates the risk from ever occurring. That also adds to a tremendous amount of customer satisfaction as well. We document exactly what was done. Frank Ciano is the ADA risk management attorney. He deals with these cases on a daily basis. He said, although in theory the burden of proof is on the plaintiff to establish an error in installation, in praxis the dealer is obliged to prove that the installation was correct. The lack of clear documentation supporting the good work practices of the dealer makes the defense of these claims very difficult. The app provides the documentation necessary to get dealers out of claims early. We also have the capability of documenting existing conditions. When something comes into the shop, instead of just letting it go through, having a problem, and the customer coming back and said, this is what the dealer did, which happens unfortunately all too often, you can document that condition, show that it was never touched, and give you the proof that it wasn't your dealership that created that situation. It streamlines your work and your administrative processes, saving time and money. 2 clicks creates, assembles, and submits the monthly report, saving hours of time each month. You can electronically complete, sign, and send and store all of your documentation, the vehicle delivery receipt, the make and operative form, the weight rating form, all done with a click of a button. It serves as an information database for technicians. You can review installs from dealers across the country. Scrubbed of customer information, scrubbed of vehicle information, just showing the pictures and how it was done. This becomes a source for information on specialty product as the database grows. So the technician is not out there on an island. The technical service bulletins that we've seen sometimes get distributed to dealerships, but doesn't always make it down to the point of the technician who's doing the install. Now it's right there at their fingertips. And wiring schematics and installation instructions, again, all right there at the point of installation. It provides audit capabilities for management. So you have access to the installation information on all jobs, whether or not they've left the shop. If you have multiple locations, you have access to all of those locations and a dashboard to view the status of each of those locations. So whether you're a single point and don't have the opportunity to see every install that's going out there, or you have multiple locations, this gives you the opportunity to make sure that everything is going to be done right. We spoke a little bit about the training platform for the service department. The service manager can not only review the jobs with technicians, but be able to print out that information so they can sit down, reinforce a positive, correct any negative. And the technician has access to the rest of the industry as to how things are being done. The sales opportunity here, we believe, is tremendous. You are implementing a quality system that is unlike anything in the industry. You have a differentiating factor to separate you from your competition. You have confirmation to the customer that their product was installed right and it was installed right the first time. So having a quality system is great, but a customer knowing that their product was done right gives them a high level of satisfaction. You could use the vehicle intake report to let the customer know that their vehicle is important to you, you're taking care of it, and you're documenting exactly the condition of the vehicle to make sure there are no problems down the road. You have the capability of providing the reports of the critical installation point details to the customer. One dealer we spoke with use this to close some deals because they're justifying why they're a little bit more expensive than a shop down the street that doesn't do mobility product but said they could install a lift for a whole lot less. They told the customer to go back and ask what the critical installation areas were for that install, and will that dealer provide documentation on those. Showed them the app, showed them how they can take pictures of each of those points, and show them the behind-the-scenes parts, the areas that people don't see, to make sure it's going to be right and will work for you long term. And they've been able to close business with that. It's a sales tool to promote with the influencers. Again, it's a differentiating factor from your competition. And ultimately, it increases that customer satisfaction because we eliminate the problems, we eliminate the issues, and we make sure it's done right the first time. It's very important to note that the Adaptive Driving Alliance has no access to your data. The data is stored on a separate server, accessible only by the developer and only for the purposes of working with you on the app. Confidentiality and access agreement is signed by the ADA with every dealer. The system uses SSL encryption, and then data is stored on a Microsoft Azure server. So let's talk about investing in this quality system. There's a monthly subscription of $249 per location. That is unlimited users at each location. We want service, we want technicians, we want managers, we want sales, administrators. We want everyone to have access to this app and be able to use it to make your shop flow more smoothly. So it's only a per location fee. It includes toll-free call center support. We talked about was 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, that's Eastern time. So 8 to 5 in any of the time zones, and Saturday hours as well. Included with your 12-month subscription is a Samsung Tab A tablet. There's a lot of areas you'll need a flash to get a quality picture, so this tablet includes a flash. It includes a DropTech protective case and screen protector. This DropTech case is able to handle drops up to and over 6 feet high. So it's designed for shop use. It is rugged. There's a ToePad signature pad, which allows for electronic signature, and the CRM integration support to get you up and running. So what kind of return on investment can we look at? We talked to several dealers. We looked at different areas where there is hard cost savings to this app. Again, the main driving factor of this app is quality and making sure the job is done right the first time. That eliminates labor rework situations where a job comes back because there was an issue with the installation. By confirming the job is done right the first time, it eliminates those hours that are spent in the shop redoing a job. The monthly reporting, depending on the shop, it's filling out all of the NMETA reports and submitting those electronically, saving 1, 2, 3 hours depending on the volume that's in your shop. But since it's done automatically, that time is eliminated. The weight analysis app, according to dealers, on the conservative side, will save at least an hour of time. Technician just enters the 4 corner scales, the app does the rest. And again, it automatically fills out the documentation and pushes it up to the service manager so everything is done. Saving several minutes, 10, 15, 20 minutes per job, easily adds up very quickly, saving service hours in the back. The vehicle intake, although it's not saving time, it does eliminate the situation where the customer says, hey, you put a dent in my vehicle. Now that may happen maybe once a year, maybe twice a year, but typically it's pretty significant and includes some body work. By eliminating that, it definitely saves you money. Technician access to installation photos. We found many times they're out searching, calling, going back and forth, trying to find something that shows them how this particular piece goes together. And it's not on every job, but it comes up from time to time. And when it does, having a source to go through to see this information saves a lot of time. So on a conservative basis, dealers are telling us that's saving them over $400 a month for that $249 investment, plus all the additional benefits you get. Coming soon is warranty submission. We'll be working with the manufacturer to automatically submit warranty since all the information is already in the app and submit it directly to the manufacturers. Again, saving time and saving money at the dealership level. So besides driving quality, giving you control over what's on your shop, providing the protection long term, and keeping your loss runs and your insurance costs down, dealers have told us there's a hard savings on a monthly return for using this app and utilizing it in the shop. So to get started, please contact me. My name is Paul Musso. My phone number 330-928-7401. And here's my email address. or you can visit our website at adamobility.com/DocuTrack for additional information. So I want to thank you for joining us today. We appreciate your time, and we look forward to working with you with the DocuTrack app. Have a great day.